Why is that not hitting my desktop audio? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Definitely not coming through at all. That's new. All right, let's go move these over here. The fact I'm not, that's weird. Why did that not show up on desktop audio? What's going on, Reaper? How are you doing? What's going on, Doom? How are you doing? How's it sound so far? I'm just checking things. I'm watching at school. The sound quality is good. Awesome. That's what I'm hearing, Manny. We're going to check some more things, but I am just double checking some stuff first. Okay, great. Hold on a second. All right. All right, I'm just checking something. All right, so everything sounds good so far. All right, I'm just trying to figure out why my music's now not coming through, because I can hear it, but it's not showing up on my desktop. So I'm working on that now. Let me try something else here, because that's weird. Oh, great. Glad to hear it, Magician. Okay, let me see something. Do I have to set up? I never had to set up as a source before. Brad Pitt, is that you? Just install better equipment and see how you really look. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just working on. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a game on from my PC. We'll see how that sounds on my game scene. I'll figure out what's going on with the music later. It's not a huge problem. But if that is affecting things like playing things on my actual... All right, let's try this. I'm going to just bring up a YouTube, like one of my own videos real quick, and we'll see if that actually works. So make sure we're getting sound on that. Like, I want to make sure I'm testing stuff that, like, I want to make sure it's actually working. All right, so let's try this. All right, so there's my channel so far. It looks like my Wave 3 is doing just fine. Looks like volume's coming through. Everything good with sound at this point. All right, cool. All right, now I'm going to just put on, like, a video for a second. Actually, let's try this. All right, I'm seeing desktop audio. Is anyone else hearing this? I thought Elgato had something to do with the camera. No, my camera's still the same. It's just my microphone. All right, so far everything looks good. I'm seeing audio on it. There's me on my own video doing old head gaming shit. You guys can hear this. Nothing's out of the ordinary there. All right. This is just basically my latest video. Everything sounds normal. You're hearing the video fine. All right. Okay. Groovy. All right, so step one, good. We made sure that worked. We're going to go to a different scene. We're going to go to my game scene. I'm going to bring up Dead by Daylight just to see if everything is working there like it's supposed to. Like, once you add a new piece of equipment in, like, you never know what the fuck is actually going to occur. So let's take a look on this and see how it's doing. It wasn't, I turned it way down. That's fine. I'm working on adjusting the volume. I want to make sure that like things are showing up the way they're supposed to. Just like I can adjust the volumes. That's not a big deal. Just the fact that it was coming through was all I really needed to. I had my volume on the video way down. We're just doing a test stream, making sure the new microphone's working. All right, I hear the game. I'm going to bring my screens up. Okay. I want to make this smaller, just enough so I can see the chat, but that's about it. But I also want to be able to see the actual... I mean, they had to give her chase music because she's actually going to chase people, so I think that's interesting. So, at this point, how's it... Where's the... Oh, is there any... Oh, the game's loading. Everything sound okay? Game volume, mic volume. Oh, let me see. I want to make sure I can see. I need this one. Damn it. All right. It's on the smaller screen, so I can't see it as well. Fuck. All right. I'm seeing music. Let me know what you think. Is there any problems with the game coming from PC? Is there any volume problems in general? All right. I just muted the game because I windowed out because I wanted to be able to. So how about now? I'm seeing desktop audio and the game is I can hear it. I had just windowed out because I was checking settings. I'm going to window out again for a second so I can bring the Twitch chat back up in case anyone's in there. All right. At this point, can everyone... Merchant was such a crazy addition. She threw the game off. She sucked. I absolutely hate the chess merchant. So here's my question. Is everyone hearing everything look good? Look normal? I can hear the game. I can see it showing up on my desktop audio. It doesn't look crazy loud. Just very quiet. Okay, is the game too quiet? Because I turned it way down because it was just really loud in my headset. But I normally run it right around 16.9, which is right here. Okay, let me get this up. This is information I need. I am going to adjust it back to what I normally have it. I usually carry the game at 16 flat negative. So let's try this. All right, let me know what you think now. I just readjusted to 16%, which is where I would normally have it. But unfortunately, I didn't know where to go. Getting better. Does it still need a little more? Because like I wasn't sure where to go with the settings of a brand new mic. So I went way low and then I thought I could just bring it up as we go. Because that's pretty easy peasy once I know where the soft floor is. A bit more. Let's try it at 14 then. All right, so right now I'm running at 16. I'm going to drop it to 14.7, which would be my next marker. My voice sounds different than before. It's a different timbre. Got a little less depth for some reason. I still have microphone settings to tweak yet. I haven't even gone into the equalizer yet. But I'm just trying to get it so that way I can start filming and getting things. How's the sound on the game now? I rolled it down to 14.7. Yeah, there's filters I need to set up. I still need to gate it, Ray. Like, there's a lot of work I need to do. Yeah, this is the fun part about adding one new piece. The game still needs a bit more. All right. All right. We'll put it down to negative 13. I don't want to go too crazy, so I'm kind of dropping it like 1.5 points every time. Oh yeah, there's a lot to it. So this like adding one piece of equipment just drastically changes everything. So right now I haven't really like there's a whole software suite for the Elgato Wave 3. I haven't even gone into it yet because I first of all just wanted to make sure shit was actually working because I still haven't done my Dead by Daylight video. I have a stream tonight. Like I'm trying to get things working. Finding out what's the good distance from my mouth versus I switched companies. I went from running a Ada now because of Separate Ways beats more already. Gotcha. So how's the game volume sound compared to my voice? Is it still too low? Like I don't know in comparison what I'm going against now. And then we'll check it against, say, my capture card versus directly from my PC. So this is a lot of awesome information, great feedback from you guys. I really appreciate it because for me yesterday, like just after I spent 2 hours fixing my audio issues to find out that my mic wasn't working, it might have been part of it in the first place, wasn't working appropriately. I did a whole stream. I just felt just completely... Game seems about 15 and your voice seems about 85. Okay, well that's good to know. Here, let me try to change that. Let me see, I haven't tweaked, so I'm gonna run myself back to 7.7. 7.9. We'll roll negative 12. It should set a better balance then. No, let's do 11.6. Doesn't matter. That's fine. All right. We switched it a little bit. I don't want to come onto it too strong. I want you to be able to hear the game and not just me. I still have to gate my voice. I still have to run some filters on it. But like knowing the new setup is going to be pretty important because I'm basically starting with settings from scratch and a completely different microphone than what I used to run. What's going on, Shipwreck? How you doing? Game's about 25.75. Okay. Is the game too low? Like if I'm 75% of it, that sounds like I'm a lot. Yeah, it's too low. Okay. Let me try. I wanted to know something else too. All right. Give me a second here. Because we already know what's... You sound so much better today. I'm sure I do. All right. I'm going to bring up my capture card and bring in Texas Chainsaw and see if I have to run different settings for capture versus... I want to see what it looks like. So... If he dies, he dies. All right. All right, so how does it sound now with running out of my capture card? Like, this is just Texas Chainsaw. TCM's about 45, 55. Is that a good place for, or is that now the game too loud? Like, I want to know if I have to run different settings, and that's perfectly fine. Like, if I have to run different settings for my desktop audio from my capture card versus my onboard games, I'm okay with that. Like, that's not a big problem. I'll know what to do. So now you want the game turned down a little bit. All right. So let's take this back to what I would normally run, which is 14.7. So this is what I've always ran, which is a negative 14.7 gate for my PC, for my stuff. TCM music is too loud. Need in-game music to turn down, I think. Well, I can try a different game. That's not a problem. Let's bring up, like, I'll just bring up Overwatch. Because normally I run a minus 14.7 gate. That was kind of my soft spot for my PC. But like, this is information that's really helpful. Like, this is like, I can't stream if things are all over the place. Like, that just makes me super, super anxious. All right, here's Overwatch. It's good right there. Okay. All right, so that's fine. So that means coming off my consoles, running my normal gate is fine. You just think I need to pump it up when it comes to actual PC games. Let me try something else. I'm going to bring up Fortnite off of my actual PC. The music volume was great there. Perfect. All right, I'm going to activate Fortnite for a second. So I'm getting a different game launcher, not just Steam, because I'm wondering, it could be Steam's just a little bit lower. So we're going to keep opening shit and just seeing how things are and trying to figure things out. And then I can work on actual microphone settings for my Wave 3, which I have to do inside its own software. And then that'll allow me to adjust my balance and handle my equalizing and stuff like that, which is nothing I touched at all before I did this little test stream, just so I could make sure I could at least do some content and do a stream tonight and, you know, do the things. Whoops. So with a game like Fortnite, how does it sound? Look at me all shiny with my crown of victory. You guys are doing me such a huge favor. I so much appreciate this as I'm trying to like figure things out here. Good, give it or take up 10%. We're working on it right now, Playboy. We've just, I just picked up, excuse me. I just picked up my brand new Elgato Wave 3 that replaced my 2-year-old, Blue Yeti. Sounds much better compared to yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was a train wreck. I'm gonna bring in, I'm gonna get into, hopefully someone can join me in Discord, just for test purposes. Yokai, what are you doing here? Let me see here.
Did you need some help, old hat?
Well, I wanted someone else to come in, Magic, just so that way you could still keep hearing, like, when I bring an extra voice in, do I need to adjust that now? Because, like, all my settings are wonky, and I don't want, like, other voices overpowering mine or just being completely swallowed up. So I'm just going to grab Yokai real quick. I'm sure he can get in here. So that way, or Reaper. Reaper's fine. Doom's fine. Whoever wants to come in here. All right, groovy. Perfect. What's up, Reaper of Aces? How you doing? All right, so just go ahead and talk. So
1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right, is the other voices from Discord is the other voice from Discord coming through, guys?
Here, I'll be able to tell right now. Yep, it is.
Perfect, perfect. How are you doing, Reaper of Aces? I know this is like the dumbest stream ever. It's just me fixing things so I can go back to working, because last night I wasn't sure, like, when I ordered this stuff, how long it would take, and they told me that, like, yes, we can get this back in. You know how you order something at a place and they're like, there's one of each in stock, and you're like, well, maybe. His voice is about 35. That's exactly where I want theirs a little bit lower so they can't talk over me. So that's actually my normal setting, Magician. That's perfect. I don't need them like at the same level as me. I can hear them at the same level, but I always set voices lower in the background just so that way they, like, when I'm streaming, it doesn't sound like they're talking over me, like I'm background to them. Because I hate to say it this way, but it is my show. So I want to make sure that the volume of my voice is always a little more appropriate, a little bit higher, a little more upfront, I guess is probably the best way to put it. So that's actually really good. Okay, so the only thing I need to figure out is what's going on with Spotify, but that's not a big deal. I can drop that in later and get that thing working. I'm the superstar. No, it's just I don't like it when I watch other streamers and they're talking to their teammates, and you can hear the teammates better than them. So I always am a little cautious with that, and I dial it back a little bit. It also makes it easier if I'm gonna try to take out a voice for editing later for a video or something. So yeah, that's definitely good to know. So that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm gonna bring up. All right, I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna bring up Steam again. All right, so let me bring up Steam again. I'm gonna bring up a game from. I'm gonna bring up my Steam loader. I appreciate this help is so important because, like, right now, going in, I know I have to run my equalizer, but I can see that, like, I know how to read an equalizer and know if my shit's broken, but I have no idea if stuff's not working going into like an actual stream. So this is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna bring up. Let's just use Texas Chainsaw. Oh, you guys are just being. It's big. I really appreciate all of this. It's very, very helpful. Because here's the thing, like, I had no idea yesterday when I was streaming how bad my microphone sounded until I could actually like listen back to the stream and then I tried to fix it and it wasn't working, and that was an absolute fucking nightmare. And I apologize. I had no idea. I spent hours working on audio problems and I had no idea what was going on. All right, so here's Texas Chainsaw now, coming from Steam. So, how is the game sounding? It looks like it's hitting decently. It might need a little bit of a boost, but it doesn't seem nearly as bad as it was settings wise. Like, I see where it's at on my bars. What do you guys think of the sound compared to my voice game wise? There's definitely some things I'm gonna have to do off stream, and you like the look of the mic? Okay, I mean it's a pretty mic. I'll give you that. TCM could go up about 5 to 10%, and that's perfect because then I know that just to run my normal 14.7% on games off a console, and then drop it to about 12.5 for games off for games on my PC. How that looks really consistent at 12.5. That's a nice upper green, but not anywhere near yellow, kind of where I want it. It should, and it looks about exactly where it was at for PC at 14.7. Real close. All right. Yeah, we'll probably run it there. I like where it's at. I got to figure out why my Spotify is not coming through. I don't really run music a whole lot, but if I want to, I know it's there. It's probably a setting in my headphone or in my bar, but that's not a big deal. I can bring that back in. But we know that PC capture cards, all that stuff's working. I still got to do the equalizer, but yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so we know settings. It sounds, how's my mic sound? Is it nice and crisp? Is it clear? Like, does it sound better than my previous mic? Sound worse? I still need, like I said, I still need to do some individual tweaking on it. Like, I did all that stuff years ago on my Blue Yeti, but I haven't done any of that yet. This is basically other than lowering the gain because I talk really loud, so I automatically hit my gain a little bit. It's basically out of the box. So that's kind of where we're at. But at least if I can get back to work, that would make me very, very happy. So if you guys think everything's good, then I'll probably, it's okay. What's okay, Doom? I want to make sure you're talking about the sound quality's okay, the mic's okay, the balance between games and microphones okay. I want to make sure I know what's going on. Like, as much feedback as possible is really good. All right, we'll close that because that doesn't seem to be needed anymore. I'm going to bring this up here so I can see the bars better. I'm going to go full screen a little bit. Nothing coming up on my desktop audio because it's just me. So that should be pretty much what I need to know. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some minor tweaks because that's just basically how everyone's vocal cords work. There's going to be minor tweaks that I need to adjust. Oh, how does it sound if I'm talking past it? Because that's the only thing I didn't think of is like what I'm doing when I'm playing on actual instead of. So it's still shooting. And it still should be in the same capture, but do I need to be back further? Do I need it adjusted? Do I need to spin it? So if I'm playing a game, seems the same sideways. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping this placement would do both things. Thank you, Panzer. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, we're getting things set up. It's one of those things that, you know, you just have to kind of do what you got to do. So if that's the case, then if we're getting similar sound quality, like I said, I'll look at a mixer and I'll do some equilibrium changes and stuff like that and gate it and do those normal things I would do with a microphone. But it definitely seems like we've gotten to the point where seems the same sideways. That is definitely what I was hoping to. Oh, the sound. Great. That's what I want to hear, Doom. So in that case, the only thing, like I said, the only thing that's I got to figure out what's going on is, wait, is the music coming through now? I'm seeing it on the desktop audio. Can anyone hear music right now? I'm going to turn it up. I might have just been a dumbass. Do the John Cena. Yeah, I might have just had it. The settings might have been off. Well, that's what I want. I want background music. Perfect. You can hear the music. Yes. Yes. It's all coming together like a fine wine. Mwah. All right, guys. Then we'll call this thing. I'll be live tonight. I'll be working on my Dead by Daylight video. Get some shit done. And get back to work. And hopefully we can close out getting to that new goal because I wanna tell you what the cool stuff is that we have planned if we can get a little higher down the tree. So perfect. So that's what I want to see. Hold on, last thing I need to do. Perfect. All right. Well, then I think we're good to where we need to be. This sweet-ass mic will be what we'll be using for the next, well, probably a couple years because I'm not ready to go to soundboard and XLR mic. So Bluetooth is, USB is where I want to stay for now. Maybe if we get up to 50,000 subscribers, I'll try to change the sound setting completely. But for now, we're gonna make do with a nice, beautiful Elgato mic. Thank you guys for everyone who gave me some insight. I really, really appreciate it. I can't set that stuff up by myself because all I hear is what's going on in my headset. Like without, even with having stuff on, like if I brought up my stream, it doesn't give me the same kind of like, same kind of feel of what is like W mic. All right, that's what I like to hear. All right, guys, thank you as always, and we'll be back tonight. Later, mates.